friends. Well, I'm just a little bit early today. Just a few minutes, but I wanted to give everybody time to jump on. How's everybody doing? Today we're going to be making a fall card that I wanted to share with you guys and just kind of do a walkthrough of how I made it, what I use. I'm using a plethora of things tonight, Creative Memories or Cricut, but they're different companies, and that's what I love about Creative Memories. We can pull in all of the different brands and all of the different machines and cutters and tools and things like that, and it just makes it so easy to incorporate everything together. So just for a disclaimer, I am a Cricut affiliate and I do sell Creative Memories, but this is not about the selling part, this is about the crafting part. So I will be watching the time here. We just got like a minute longer and we will be getting started. I'm going to pull you guys up here on the device so that way there I can see any comments. And definitely leave comments. Let me know what you guys are doing, where you're watching from, all that good stuff. If you guys are ready for fall, like I'm absolutely ready for fall. I'm over summer. We haven't had a summer. We've just had hot, muggy weather or rain. Like that's been the extent of our summer. So I'm over that and I'm ready for fall to come and just kind of blow in and just give us some cool air and just have a refreshing of this weather. So okay, I think we're getting started. It is 7 o'clock. Welcome again. Guys, it's been a long day for me. My mom is sick and in the hospital right now, so if you are the praying kind, please say a prayer for her. She's doing better than she was, so we're thankful for that, but I would appreciate prayer for her. And we're gonna jump in and get started on this really fun, easy card. This is the one thing, I want these videos to be easy, to show you that you can make these projects and you can do these things and you don't have to be a Cricut expert or know how to do like absolutely everything with all of the Creative Memories projects or the products or the papers and things like that, because today we're going to be using different sizes or weights of paper, and we're going to be using some scraps, some non-scraps, some stickers, some things that I printed out on from my design space that I'm going to be cutting on my Cricut tonight if need be, and of course some adhesive. We also are going to need our cutting mat for our Cricut, and we're going to need a marker. So we're going to be using all the fun things with the Joy Extra tonight. You can do this from the Joy Extra and up machines. Your Cricut Joy does not have the option for print and cut. It doesn't have the capabilities. So if you only have a Joy, don't worry. You can still do everything else, and you can just use a sticker instead of a print and cut. It'll be fine, I promise. Okay, so let's get this started. Alright, so like I said, we're going to need some adhesive tonight, and you can use any kind of adhesive. I have the different sizes of Creative Memories. You can use double-sided tape, whatever you have. It doesn't have to be a certain brand. Just go with what you got, alright? I promise it'll most likely still work. But this is my favorite tool from Creative Memories that I like to use. The next thing we're going to need is a way to cut our paper. So I'm using the Creative Memories trimmer, and I'm going to be using the scoring tool that I have on the back of mine. You can get these separate. And then of course I have my straight cutter right inside of there. So we're going to need that. And I'm just going to leave my little scoring tool out. And later on, guys, I'm going to be like, oh, where's my scoring tool? And you're going to tell me it's on the right of my desk. And then I'll be like, oh yeah, that's where I put it. We're going to need a pen. I chose the Fine Point Pen 0.4 black, and it has to be a Cricut Joy pen in order for it to work in your machine. So I have that. And then here is similar card that we're going to make. So I made this one. This is Echo Park paper. I am falling in love with the Echo Park papers. I love the designs. I love the creativity that you get from them. You get stickers, you get paper, you get plain paper, you get cardstock. I haven't decided how I feel about the actual cardstock, but I do love, excuse me, the decorative paper. So, and the stickers. So we're going to be using our Cricut Joy tonight extra tonight to write out our sentiment for inside. And then I just added another sticker, and let's get started. Okay, so we have all of our paper. I have different paper choices here, like I said, from Echo Park, Eco Park. I'm not really sure what it is. I call it both sometimes. But look how adorable this paper is. And this is the My Favorite Fall series of the Echo Park paper. And it's double-sided, super cute. They do have, like, every single holiday, they have very cute paper and stickers and things like that. To be honest, I'm not, okay, don't come at me here, but I am not a huge fan of the Creative Memories decorative paper yet. I haven't just had any that I'm like, oh my gosh, I have to have it. When that time comes, I'll definitely share it with you guys, but right now I'm loving the Echo Park paper. And this is just some green cardstock I found that matched pretty well with this color here. And I'm going to go with it because it's going to look cute. And then the Echo Park also comes with a sticker sheet. So these are all stickers. I call them thickers because they're very thick. They're not thin stickers. They have like some dimension to them. So I absolutely love that. And let's begin. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to cut our card base. So when you're using a piece of 8.5 by 11 paper, you can get 2 regular size card bases out of that. And how you're going to do that is determine if you want a regular folding card, which is left to right, or if you want a top to bottom card, which is obviously folds down from the top and opens up from the bottom. Today we're going to be making our left to right card. So if you have the Creative Memories trimmer, you know that you're going to cut your paper right here at 5.5. So we do 4 1/4 by 5.5. The reason being, 5.5 is half of an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper, right? So there's our 5.5, and then we're going to score it at 4 1/4 because that's half of 8.5 paper, right? So where's my score blade? It's right. I shouldn't call it a blade because it's technically not a blade. My scoring adaptive tool. Oh, let's be fancy. Okay, and then you're just going to press down like this. You don't have to do it that many times. I just chose to do that. And we're ready with that piece of paper. So now, like I said, you can get two card bases out of one piece of 8.5 by 11 paper. We're going to go ahead and I'm going to change out my scoring tool and put in my blade so that we can get our other pieces cut. All right, so now that we have our piece like the score line put in, I don't know, can you guys see that? I'm going to show you a trick on using your Cricut Joy Extra to be able to score with. It's just something you can do that makes it, because the score tool is not available on the Joy Extra. I think that like Cricut really missed out on that. I kind of feel like they did such amazing things with it, but they didn't give you that option. And I'm not really sure why, like why they did that. So we'll see. I don't know if they're ever going to make it an option or make it available or not. I don't know, but as of right now, it's not available to do. All right, so I just have my little bone folder here, and I'm just going to press down so I get a nice crease in my card, because I like my cards to be nice and flat, especially when I'm building onto them. All right, next step. So we have our card base. We can set that aside. And now we need to cut our 2 pieces that are going to go into or onto the front of the card. So if we look at this card, it has 2 separate pieces, and then we have a piece down the center, which I don't know that I'm going to do with this card. I liked it, but then I didn't after I looked at it for a while, so we'll see how it looks and determine what we do with this card. So I have the top and the bottom are, like I said, are 2 different ones, but I need to cut those at 4 by 5 1/4. And the reason I'm doing that is because I want this white edge to have like a border around it, so that way there it like sits like inside but on top of the front cover of my card. So if you have a piece of paper like this, first of all, you're going to want to make sure that you're cutting at the right angle. So we're going to be cutting our shortest distance this way. So We already have 12 inches. We know we have 12 inches. We don't need to cut a large chunk off, if that makes sense. So if you have a piece of paper that needs cut at 5 by 7, okay, making sure your directional is right, and it's a 5 by, or say it's a 12 by 12 piece of paper, you only need to cut the 5 inch first with you going the right direction, and then cut your 7. That way there you're not cutting 7 inches of your paper off and then trimming it down to 5. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. If not, I'll give you a very easy demonstration of that. Okay, so what we're going to do next is I'm going to cut my 4 1/4. So my 4 inches is going to be my first cut. So I'm just going to line this up and cut it here. Now, it might not cut all the way down because this is like a 12.5. Oh, it did. It's good. I didn't know if it would or not because this is a longer piece of paper. So we have our 4 inches, and then we're going to cut it at 5 1/4, which is right. Let my brain do all the work. There we go, right here. So there is my 5 1/4 line. So we have this piece. And now I'm going to get this piece. Look how cute the back of this is. I loved all of this paper. I love the front and the back. So super cute. Definitely recommend this. I think this is an older series one, but I believe it was still available when I looked last. So we're going to cut this off, and then we're going to make this one 4 by 5 1/4. So we're just making them both the exact same size. Okay. Guess if I lift it, that would be easier. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to stack them on top of each other. The best that you can, try to keep them as even as possible. And then we're just going to put them in at like an angle. So you can choose, it's not like an exact specific like sizing. It's just at an angle, keeping them together. There we go. And I think I'm going to do mine like this. And then we're just going to cut it. Just like that. So it goes like this. But what we're going to do is we're going to take this piece and add it to here, and this piece and add it to here. So with each of these cuts, you're going to get 2 cards. So let's choose this one. And then we are going to do some drawing with our Cricut, because I believe that's everything cut out that I needed to cut out. So we have these pieces cut. So here's that. And now we're going to get our Cricut Joy going. And look guys, I got my new mats that I used my discount on, or not discount. It is a discount. You get a $10, if you're a Cricut Access member, a paying member, you get $10 off every quarter plus free shipping when you use the codes that I provide and that I can give to you guys. And then the great thing is you don't have to pay any shipping, so if you're gonna order supplies and things like that, I think it's the best time to do it. I needed new mats. I paid $1.90 for 4 brand new mats, so I was super excited. All right, so we are going to put this piece of paper on our mats. Now I don't think I have to push real hard with my brayer because this is a brand new mat, but I do want to adhere it nicely with my brayer. If you don't have a brayer, this is my #1. Get yourself a brayer. This is, I'm reaching out to those of you who do not have one. Get yourself one. You will thank yourself. You might even thank me. I don't know, but you definitely need a brayer. So now I'm going to pull up on my phone the design that's going inside the card. So remember I showed you this here. May the beauty of fall fill your heart with hope. That's what's going on inside of here, and I already designed it. It's already up on my screen, and I'm going to go ahead and make it. So if you guys want in-depth like information in how to work on Cricut Design Space, I started a membership that you guys can absolutely join. It's $7.99 a month. You can cancel anytime. But you'll get to watch all of the videos I put up there. I just have one tier because I feel like I want to share everything with you guys and teach you guys everything I possibly can. The videos are much longer. They're way more in depth. They give step by step and it's just like things that I spend a lot of time on for you guys. I'm still going to be doing these videos, lives and regular hauls and things like that for you, but the membership is for those of you who really, really want to learn your Cricut and really want to dive into all of the like information that I can possibly teach you. So guys, you know what? I'm going to do something here which I didn't do when I started, which is plug in my microphone. You might be able to hear me better now. I apologize if you were struggling to hear me. There's that. Okay, so now that that's plugged in, we will go ahead and get started with this. So I'm just going to click next. If you are not familiar with using your mobile device with your Cricut, I suggest that I highly recommend that you try it out and see how much you like it, because I've learned to love using my phone to create. So I'm going to put, this is a thicker cardstock, so I'm going to put heavy cardstock. And I'm going to feed it in. And then I'm going to get my marker out. Because when you are creating and you're finally cutting or getting into the design part of it with your machine, it'll tell you what all you have to do, what you have to load first. And the first thing we need to do is put our pen in. So like I said, this is the fine tip pen. If you were with me at the beginning, and I'm going to click go. And it'll just tell you that it's drawing. And I love watching the machine draw and cut and scan and do all the things that it does and be able to create with the Cricut Joy Extra. So if you didn't watch last week's video, the live, I talked a lot about why I love this machine so much. I do have the Maker 3. I have a Cricut Joy. I've had multiple Explorer Air 2s, which originally were my absolute love and favorite. But I have not packed up and put away, but I have removed all of my other machines and kind of put them like back in the craft room, like behind me and stuff, because this is the machine I find myself pulling out all of the time. And I feel like for the price and for everything that it does, this is the perfect crafter's machine. If you like making cards and you like doing designs and you like to make t-shirts and things like that, you can do that on this machine. Stickers, bookmarks, you name it, capable of doing it. If you want to do 12 by 12 things, yeah, you do have to bump up to a different machine. However, you don't have to buy the most expensive, newest machine out. The Explorer Air 2 is an amazing machine that can do all of your crafting and Cricut papers and things like that. So after it's done drawing or writing, whatever it's doing for you, it'll tell you to put your cutting tool back in. So you put your blade back in and just click go. And it's going to cut out the inside of the card for me. I guess I probably could have got away with the 80 pound, but I wanted to make sure that it cut well, because this, like I said, is a very thick cardstock. Okay, so now we're going to unload it. I'm going to close that because we're done with this for right now. All right, and anytime you want to remove something from away from your mat properly, once we're all done with the video. Okay, so this is going inside. Now, my next thing to do is find all my pieces. All right, so here are our pieces. And I'm going to be adding a sticker from the sticker sheet as well. Again, you could use this. Do you guys want me to cut this piece out? I can cut this out on the Cricut if you want me to. I'll just go ahead and cut it out. That way there, you guys, if you don't have stickers that you want to use, this is just something that you design in Design Space. You send it to your printer and print it out, and then the Cricut will cut it out for you. So we'll do it all. So let me pull this back. These mats are really flexible. See? And then it doesn't curl when you do this, when you pull it up from this. It's still a little curled here because I originally showed you guys by pulling it up, but you could still use that paper. I wouldn't get rid of that. All right, so now let me pull up another design whenever I designed this. So guys, if you didn't know this, you can pre-print print out your Cricut designs and then save them so that way there, when you actually want to have time to make the project, you can do the phone or your device when you have it printed. So you couldn't move it around on the page. You couldn't take one thing from one mat and put it on another mat. You have to keep everything the same when you cut it. So let's go back to my next device, or my next design that I put together, which is right here. So I've already printed. I'm going to click make it. Next, connect. Okay, and see where it says send to printer? I can just bop over here and put I've already printed. And as long as I didn't make any changes, we're good. We can slide it in and the machine will do all the work for us. So this is where it's measuring the material length. It'll tell you that on your device. And then once it is ready, it'll ask you to click go. And now it's just going to cut out the design that I chose. Oh, and the text guides that I used for this, the writing that it just did, let me pull this up for you. My nails are not letting me pull it up. Okay. It's called Anna's Fancy Lettering Victoria. I don't know, can you see that? So that's what it is. If you want to use the same font. I wrote that down for you guys because I wasn't sure if that's something you would want to know or not. Now it's just cutting around my cute little design. And that's what I love about the Cricut is even if you don't have something that you want for a card, by not finding the correct sticker or not finding the right color, you can easily do it with your Cricut. Okay, so let's just peel this back. There we go. We're gonna put our card mat away, our paper mat away, and we're going to get started. So the first thing I like to do whenever I'm doing the multiple fronts is I like to flip them over and attach them with just a little piece of tape. So just a clear piece of Scotch tape. I like to have this sitting around my craft room for especially the holidays coming. My kids' birthdays are, well, everybody except for my birthday in my home, their birthdays are in October. So October is a big month for us, and I will be wrapping all of their gifts in here, and I like to have some Scotch tape just kind of hanging out. But I just put a little piece there, making sure that it's lined up properly, and now we're going to adhere it to the actual card itself. And I'm going to move this since we're all done with it. And I'm just going to put, this is my jumbo tape runner. I had somebody ask me yesterday at my, at the workshop how to get the top cover off of this because it does fit on there pretty tight. You just kind of have to like give it a little squeeze and wiggle and it pops off. All right, so we're just going to put our double-sided tape here. If you guys do not have this tape, that's fine. This is acid lignin free tape, but there's double-sided sticky tape all over. Find a brand that you love and want to keep using, and then stick, you know, if that's what you want to do, is stick with that brand. I get pretty picky about things, so I like to use, this is really weird because I actually made a note of this to talk about tonight, is I normally use one brand at a time. So like if I'm doing something Cricut, I only use Cricut brand. If I'm doing something Creative Memories, I only use Creative Memories brand. But the cool thing about Creative Memories is it works with everything. So you don't have to journey versus any other brand that I worked with is I can pull different brands into it. So this piece is going to go on the inside. It's going to go right here, and it has our sentiment on it. Again, this was the Anna's Fancy Lettering Victoria. And I'm just going to go ahead and adhere this as well, so it's already in there. And if you want to make some of these and not put anything on the inside, that's fine too. You can leave it blank, and then you could use it for whatever occasion pops up, whether it's usually, I hate to say it, it's usually like a sympathy card or get well card is the ones that usually pop up for me. So if you leave this blank, you can put anything you want inside. You don't have to have something pre-done. You could make things like this and have all different ones with like deepest sympathy, things like that, that you can just adhere right onto the card. And then you can do whatever is needed. So get well, you could make this a get well card and have like a little get well thing that kind of matches the tones, like things like that. That way there you're always prepared, you always have something ready, or at least something that you could pull out and work on. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually just gonna use this since I have it right here, and I'm gonna use the dimension dots. These are really cute. They just add a little bit of dimension to the card that you're making. And I'm gonna use the medium size one. I guess, I don't know if this is medium. There's like teeny tiny, small, small, medium, large. So I guess I'm using the middle grade ones. So I'm gonna put 3 on there. Then they just have like a backing that you peel off. And let me move this over to here. That you can just throw out. There's very minimal waste with the Creative Memories, and I love that as well. So this just says Harvest Blessings. I'm gonna just lay that right here. And you could leave that as is, like it looks super cute. Or you could add, like I did, a strip there, but I kind of like it just like this. I think it's simple, cute, something that you can put out in the mail very simply and quickly. And then what I did was I took a sticker from in here, from the sticker set. Again, you could make something, you wouldn't have to use a sticker, but I kind of wanted something to match. Let's see, I kind of like these little flowers here. I guess they're not the little ones, they're bigger, but I think it would look super cute inside. Let me see if I have room for it. Oh, I do. Just to put this like right here, and then you could sign it. Just put your name down here or write a little message. You can even write a little message over here if you want to make it more personal. But look how cute that is, just with a sticker and a little bit of paper and scoring your card. Isn't that neat? And we didn't need a lot of supplies, and we were able to incorporate the Cricut Joy Extra and all of this. So we're gonna make one more card here because, I mean, that was just a start, right? So let's do this. Let me put this right here. So these are the 2 versions that I've made with this paper pack. I love this green. Unfortunately, you only get like 1 page of each. I'm gonna have to, I was talking to someone last night that was discussing possibly doing a paper share. I would love to do that with you guys. I can get you the details and explain how it works. You just guys have to let me know, especially for my membership. If you guys are interested in doing one, I will certainly put one together. But yeah, so here's this, so cute. And now we're gonna make another one, and let's see what we put on that one. All right, did I put my tool away? I probably did not, but let's see. I did not. It's somewhere on my desk. Here it is. Okay. Let's take the scoring tool and put it back inside. Okay. And remember, we're going to score it at 4 1/4 because that is half of a 8 1/2 piece of paper. Okay. Put that away. And then when you are folding a card like that and you score it, you're gonna fold into the score. So I scored it right on this side, and now I'm just gonna fold right down into that. And that relieves any of the cracking or the breaking of the paper, because basically when you are scoring something, you're manipulating the paper, you're breaking down the fiber, and you're making it so that it gives you a nice, clean, and easy fold. And we want that to be nice and pretty. We don't want the paper to be jagged, because look at the inside. See how there's like a little crease in there, like a little, like, I don't know what to call them. Like you can tell that the paper has been like manipulated a little bit. So we want that look on the inside, not on the outside. All right, so let me see. Do we have a question? Oh, good evening, everybody. Yes. Hi, Marianne. Thank you for watching, guys. So where are you guys all watching from, and what is the weather like? I'm so interested in that. I know that's such a lame thing, but I'm always like, is somebody enjoying some cool weather anywhere? Is it not raining or super hot where you are? Because I would love to know. All right, so this time we can make this one, so it'll be opposites. And that'll look cute. Okay, so again, we're just gonna flip it over and we're going to start with, I'm actually gonna line it up on a line so that I can make sure that I'm seeing it very even, because I kind of feel like the last one was a tiny bit off. So let's line it up there. And let's line this piece up here. Okay, let's get our Scotch tape again. It's a little tiny piece. We don't need anything major. But imagine how many cards you can make and how quickly you could get cards done. Like for Christmas, you're just cutting the paper down and making it, getting 2 cards out of one piece. So we're gonna put that like that. I think we're gonna use a sticker this time and put it at the top. So, okay. Let's line that up. And again, we're just looking for that little tiny 1/4 of an inch frame around this card, the card piece that we put on. All right, so let's pick out a sentiment, and it's gonna go on the green. So let's find something that's gonna look super cute on the green. And I want it to say something. So we have this Autumn Blessings one that's kind of cute. We also have, Autumn is my favorite color. Oh, I like that one. Oh, but autumn is in the air. Oh, I think I like this one best. Autumn is in the air. We could put it right here. Press that down. And you are done with that card. I mean, that is super cute. It's not super like complex. If you needed to get a lot of cards made, this is the way to do it. These paper packs that you can get from Echo Park. Now, I believe I get mine off of Amazon, but they do have, you can get them on like other selling sites. But these have been really cool for me because I like all things like seasonal. So I like winter, spring, summer, fall. That's how I kind of coordinate all of my things together. And it's kind of like whenever I put decorations away, I put everything in the order of the seasons. That's kind of how I like to craft as well with my crafting colors and things like that. So if you can get something like this, I highly recommend it. Creative Memories does have matching stickers and papers, and it does all go together so well. I was just looking for something for fall that I liked, and I couldn't find what I wanted on Creative Memories at this time. But I guarantee you, if I find something on there that I love, I will share that with you guys as well. We can also leave this blank inside so you can write whatever you want. Within the membership, I'm going to be showing you guys, like I said, in depth how to write inside of cards, how to design the inside of your card where you can write on the front, the back, the side, whatever you want to write on. I'm going to teach you guys that as well. Again, the membership is for somebody who's really looking to dive into creating with their Cricut. No matter what Cricut you have, it has information on there that I think you guys will find very, very helpful. We could very easily make another, I think we have time. What time is it? I feel like it's going very quickly tonight. Oh, it is 7:33. Okay, I don't want to take up a lot of your time tonight, but I'm thinking we should just do one more insert for inside of there. And let's go back. So do you guys have any questions at all that you guys might need to know something or want to know something? I'm here for you. Let me see. I think I should have enough space to cut another one of these out. Let's try it. I don't know. I might not. We'll figure it out. Let me get my mat back out and pull my paper off because you know, guys, I'm going to be using this paper again. And this is why I try to be so careful with how I remove things from the mat, is because I don't want to ruin any of my product. So I'm going to use this paper for another project, and I'm going to put this paper down on the mat. So let me know, guys, if you are an Access member and you've used your summer code yet that I supplied for you guys from Cricut, and what did you buy if you did use it? I don't want you guys to miss out on that, like $10 in free product plus free shipping. And if you're not sure what I'm talking about, join the Facebook page. I have information over there for you. Okay, so let's connect back to our machine. And I'm just going to try 80 pounds. This is a heavier cardstock. So guys, if it doesn't cut it, it's not the machine's fault. It's completely my fault, because I'm thinking I'm thinking it might, because I think it might. We'll see what happens. All right, so now let's pull out, which pen is this? This is that's my watercolor marker. I knew that I remember last week when these all collapsed, I just shoved them all back in here after I put this back together. And so I don't know what all I mixed in. Okay, here's our 0.4 black fine point pen. So we need to add this in first. So all you do is you open that little latchy door there, you stick your pen in. If you have a Maker, Explorer, whatever, it usually clicks when you press down. It doesn't do that for the Joys, or at least none of mine have done that. So now it's just going to write out our sentiment. This is another thing. If you guys are doing like wedding invitations, or you're creating something that you want handwritten notes and sentiments on, let your Cricut write it for you. I just think it's so much easier, because there's days where I don't like my handwriting and I'm like, I don't really, it's not looking pretty. But every time you use your Cricut, it turns out beautifully. So there are different fonts that you can look up in Cricut Design Space to figure out which one is going to look best. You can preview it to make sure it's exactly what you want, and then just stick your pen in and let the magic happen. The one thing you do have to know is when you are going to write on something, you have to make sure you attach it inside of Design Space. So you need your background paper, you put your sentiment on top, or whatever it's going to write or draw for you, and then highlight them both and click attach. So this is good. We're getting cards made. Guys, I need to get cards made. I don't have a lot of cards made. The ones that I did make are all for Christmas, and which I'm glad about, because I'm going to need Christmas cards, but I ran out of like thank you cards and get well cards and all of those things. So now we're going to go ahead and cut it, and we're going to hope that it cuts. We're going to hope that it has enough room. And if it doesn't, I'm just going to make it happen. Oh, look, we had plenty of space. Check that out. See, this time it only cut once. So remember, if it's messed up, it was my fault. All right. Oh, it looks like it, okay, so it looks like it cut most of it. I may just have to like pry it off a little bit. So like thicker cardstock is going to need probably the 100 pound to get that nice, clean, crisp cut. But I don't think it's going to be bad at all. No, it just needs a little bit of help. And then we want to like, oh, we don't even need to trim those pieces off. I can just kind of brush them down. But look, you can still make more. Okay. So this piece is going to go in here, and we can do another sticker too. So that will be fine. Let me find my tape runner. So guys, are you like me whenever you're crafting and you're getting into it and you just start like tossing tools and paper and cutouts and things like that aside? I don't know why I'm putting so much tape on there. Probably because I'm talking. You don't need that much. Did you ever notice you lose all of your stuff? It's like, you know, it's right there. You know, like sometimes I have to go back in the video and find where I laid my stuff by the time I'm done crafting, because I've lost it. And like, I feel like I've lost it for good. Like it's gone and I don't know where it's at. And then I'm watching the video and I'm like, oh, that's where I put it. Does that ever happen to you guys? You lose your crafty tools while you're crafting? Okay, so now I'm just gonna put another sticker on here. And I think I just want something cute and tiny. What did I put on the front? autumn. So let's find something that kind of look, we could do leaves. Let's do a little leaf, a little set of leaves. These ones right here. I think those are cute. So we'll just take this, and for some reason I just like it over here in the little right hand corner. Just put it right down there, and look how easy and quick we made those 2 cards. Now I did a lot of talking and explaining, but how cute. Now this original card I made a mess on, like I accidentally wrote on the side. Not a big deal, I covered it up. This one I will probably give to like my mom because she won't care that there's a little orange mark there. She's gonna love it anyways because her baby girl made it. But yes, so these cards were made so easy, so fast, and they look adorable. So again, the paper is from Echo Park. The stickers are too. The things that I've designed and cut out are all from Cricut Design Space. Also, if you have a printer and you print a lot of designs, you can easily print your own background paper as well with your Cricut Joy Extra. And I can do a video to show you guys how to do that. But we used our dimensionals here. We have our May the Beauty of Fall Fill Your Heart with Hope, and a beautiful sticker here. We have this one, which I think my sticker is a tiny bit crooked. It's kind of like going like that way, but that's okay. It still looks really cute too. They're homemade. They're not perfection. I have the same sentiment in here. Cute little sticker down here. Anybody would love to get that card. And then this again is the original one I made. I mean, after seeing them like this, I don't really want this piece in. I was just kind of playing around with my border punches that I have from Creative Memories. And then we have a sticker here in a background, and they look so cute. All right, guys, I need to get moving and making some more cards. Like I said, I need some Get Well cards, some sympathy cards, just some fall, like thinking of you cards as well is important for me to keep in stock. And again, you guys, if you have any questions, let me see. I noticed a new Cricut mystery box just dropped. I think it is much adhesive vinyl and transfer. Pretty colors and the new cutie. Was it yellow? Because of everything going on today, I thought I saw something on it, but I've just, you know what's up, Marianne. I just did not have time to look at that, but I thought I saw that it was like a yellow Cricut maybe coming out. I'm gonna have to go check that out, because I didn't see that one yet completely. So thank you for pointing that out, because I don't want to miss that. Are you still getting the mystery boxes, Marianne? I have skipped a couple because I have so much stuff, but I miss getting the cuties, which Quentin, my son, made me Cricut cuties. He found a free file for his 3D printer. They're so cute. He made me like little tiny baby ones, like itty bitty ones, and then he made me like a mom and a dad one. They're so cute. I'll have to show them to you guys sometime. All right, guys, if you have any questions or you want to ask for a video request, you can do so now, or you can come back and put it in the comments later, whatever you want to do. I'm here for you guys. I want to make what you want to see, and I definitely appreciate you for being in the membership. Marianne, I'm pretty sure I saw that you joined the membership. Thank you so much. That means so much to me for you supporting my my future in the cricketing world. If that's everything, if nobody else has any questions or anything like that, I'm going to sign off for tonight, and I'm going to get some sleep because I'm really tired today. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you all have a wonderful evening. I hope you're staying cool and healthy and happy. And remember, keep it cute, keep it crafty, and keep it extra. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.